come on to your new signing in just a moment, but if I can start by looking back at last week, do you feel that you're in a position where you're still having to learn about your players, where you maybe thought you might not be by now?
100%. You know, I think even today, you know, you're still working with the players, still trying to find out, you know, about individuals, which is really good. You know, we're getting better, you know, feedback, better information every day. The players have been fantastic. They have been fantastic, and I think you know, we produced some really good work Monday to Friday, but we've got to now turn that into wins come Saturdays. You know, I think, you know, the understanding of what we need, what they want. Hopefully we're getting a solid formation. It's nice this weekend, apart from one suspension, we've got everybody available. So, you know, it's really pleasing that sort of, you know, we've got that opportunity to sort of pick a strong squad.
Would you say maybe the way that game was lost last week, that you saw maybe bits of character that hadn't been revealed to you before?
Yeah, I think it's one thing that I think every club, to be successful, you need strong characters, you need winners, you need a winning mentality. You also need to see the best way to see a game out and stay in a game. And you know, it was such a disappointing end to the game, having showed good character to get back to 2-2 with 10 men, having used all of our substitutes, and to concede the third goal in the way we did was very, very frustrating, because, you know, we had enough experienced players on the pitch to make better decisions on the ball in that 5 or 10 second spell when the player was in that far corner, and you know, to lose again in the way we did, you know, it's not acceptable.
Bringing new faces in obviously takes time for them to get used to the team, for the team to get used to the new players around them. So do you feel that you maybe have to take a step back before you can take a step forward?
I didn't when I first came in, but I think looking and working with the group, that, you know, yeah, it's proven that way. But you know, there's always positives, and you know, that's the way I work. And I think, you know, as I said to you, it's what we do on the training ground, and we need to start and see that being backed up come match days, because we can talk and talk here all day long and talk a good game, but, you know, you judge that quarter to 5 with results, and for us to progress straight away, we need to get some consistency in results, and it's got to start this weekend.
So how useful was that reserves game this week for you?
Good. It allowed us to get 1 or 2 of the senior players some minutes, and 1 or 2 lads that's played Saturday also got some reserve team football, and that's important. You know, it's about getting minutes, about getting up to speed, and you know, I feel that, you know, the squad 5 weeks in now, the fitness levels are fantastic. They've worked so hard to have, and, you know, credit to the players, and we'll see the benefits now going forward.
You had 2 trialists in that side the other day. Can you tell us anything about either of them?
Not really. You know, we're getting players in, you know, to look at players, you know, as every manager would do at the stage of season. Players are becoming available. So, you know, there's no more than that. You know, we haven't looked at players on a weekly basis.
You've mentioned before, by bringing players in, sometimes people have to go out. So can we expect any more movement either way before Saturday? No,
not at this moment in time. You know, we're here to work with what we have, and there's some good players in this group. But, you know, we get in there, and you know, people's got to be patient and understand that. You know, we are making big progress Monday to Friday, and I'm hoping that everyone sees the results in the near future.
A couple of players that haven't been involved for whatever reason, injury being one of them, just ask you about them. Clovis Camjo, how's he coming on?
Great. You know, he's been joined in the last 2 weeks in the training ground. He's a smashing boy. You know, he's nothing but a credit, and I'm so pleased that he's getting some football, and his movement's coming back. So, you know, listen, it's not going to be for the next 3 or 4 weeks that you'll probably see him getting back. But, you know, it's great that, you know, he's been through a real rough, dark time he has, and it's nice that he's coming out of it now.
So he's a player you potentially can foresee being a big part of your squad going forward? Well,
he's just a player that he's got himself back, being fit again, and I just hope that, you know, the back end of this year, that we might be able to get him in some sort of reserve team football, and you know, but he's been through the mill, he has.
And I just think I've seen Ben Clappison as well kicking a ball around. What's his situation at the moment?
He's around the club at the moment. He's had lots of injuries since I've been in the football club. So, as I said to you, he's around the building. We're speaking to Ben regarding sort of his future going forward at this moment in time.
So, injuries from last week. How's Zaman Sharif?
He's fully fit, and that was a big blow to us. You know, it was on a Friday morning. He pulled up, and you know, changed the formation, changed the personnel. He had to play Sean Newton centre half, which was not what he wanted to do. So it was sort of dropped on you on a Friday morning. So, you know, he's back in contention. He comes straight back into the team.
Anybody else, Louis Armand, did he come through okay in the end?
He didn't. We're just waiting on some feedback from specialists regarding where he is. You know, I think he's going to be more long-term than short-term as well.
And that was his shoulder, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Can you go, give us a bit more detail?
Well, I think it was a slight dislocation, I believe. But again, what damage has been done, we don't know yet. We're waiting on some medical information come back from specialists. So, you know, but again, I just felt, you know, the last 2 games he's come off the bench, he's looked very, very good. I'm thinking he's getting back to what he's about, and you know, he's a smashing kid, and you know, hopefully, you know, desperate to get him back in the squad as quick as we can.
You've mentioned that about a few players coming off the bench and doing a really good job. I guess now the key is to get them to do that good job for 90 minutes, isn't it?
Correct, yeah. You know, it's in the starting 11. It would be nice as a manager that you could leave all 11 out there for 90 minutes because they've done so well, and you haven't got to make changes. So you know, for me, it's back to basics, back to that first game mentality against Brackley, being very solid, very hard to beat, very workmanlike, loads of energy. We need to make sure that we give our home crowd something to really cheer about, and we've got to start producing goals, we've got to start keeping clean sheets, and give the fans something they deserve.
Daniel Rowe last week came in a similar situation to how Gary Martin is this week. Is he in contention for maybe a start this week?
He is. He comes in contention like everybody does. So you know, he's still not trying to get up to speed. You know, he hasn't had 90 minutes for a fair few weeks yet. So you know, and playing Saturday for a short spell and getting a little bit of reserve team football, and now on Tuesday, which was very important. So yeah, he's got another week of training inside him.
And if I can ask about the goalkeeping situation, just going back to the reserves game, John Worth not playing and not Luke Simpson. Is Luke Simpson fit? Is he okay?
He hasn't been fit. We had to protect him. You know, he came off training on the ground on the Friday. He got an injury in the warm-up Saturday. He got an injury in the training ground on Monday again. So you know, we wrap him up in cotton wool. We have been, and I didn't dare play him on the reserve game on Tuesday, and he breaks down, and I'm down to sort of, you know, 2 keepers again. So you know, it was no more than that, and that's where we were with him.
So let's look at your opposition for this weekend. Another team that you've come up against before in Curzon Ashton. What do you make of them?
Very good footballing team. They like to get down, like to pass it. You know, they've had some fantastic results this season. They're a team that's improving all the time, so it's going to be another tough game.
And 3 points, if you can get them on Saturday, Curzon just above you, can start to shoot you back up the table a bit.
Yeah, we need that. There's no question about it. You know, we need an outstanding performance. We need a very disciplined performance, and we need 3 points.